Hi there. I'm just looking through my cords. I gotta plug my phone in so it doesn't die on me. I've got the translation I wanted here. What's going on here? All right. it's um so this afternoon I told you I'd be here tonight at 8 o'clock, and I had an interesting prayer time this afternoon, and it wasn't long, but boy, it was impactful. Um, I was asking the Lord what He had to say to me, and He he's how did he say it? He just said, though many fall, though many fall. And which is kind of an unusual statement. And I have had experience of this in the past, that he'll say something to me and I don't understand it, but I need to go look it up in scripture. So I did a search in scripture for though many fall. And that the word though, well, it was there in one place. You don't know which translation to use, but I put in many, I think it was though many fall, and two two things came up, and I felt that that's what God wanted me to see. And the first was Isaiah 8:11 through 22. So I want to share that with you. Oh, and that was in the New Living Translation, which is a different translation. That's the one I felt led to. So, the Lord has given me a strong warning, not to think like everyone else does. It's interesting, isn't it? And He said, don't call everything a conspiracy like they do, and don't live in dread of what frightens them. Make the Lord of heaven's armies holy in your life. He is the one you should fear. He is the one who should make you tremble. He will keep you safe. But to Israel and Judah, He will be a stone that makes people stumble, a rock that makes them fall. And for the people of Jerusalem, He will be a trap and a snare. Many will stumble and fall, never to rise again. They will be snared and captured. Preserve the teaching of God and trust His instructions to those who follow me. I will wait for the Lord, who has turned away from the descendants of Jacob, and I will put my hope in Him. I and the children the Lord has given me serve as signs and warnings to Israel from the Lord of heaven's armies, who dwells in His temple on Mount Zion. Someone may say to you, let's ask the mediums and those who consult the spirits of the dead. With their whisperings and mutterings, they will tell us what to do. But shouldn't people ask God for guidance? Should the living seek guidance from the dead? Look to God's instructions and teachings. People who contradict His word are completely in the dark. They will go from one place to another, weary and hungry, and because they are hungry, they will rage and curse their king and their God. They will look up to heaven and down at the earth, but wherever they look, there will be trouble and anguish and dark despair. They will be thrown out into the darkness. I thought, well, that was interesting. That's what He led me to today. And I thought the interesting part was, especially at the beginning, when it's like, don't call everything a conspiracy, because we hear that a lot now. One side calls the other side a conspiracy, the other side calls the other conspiracy. And don't live in fear and don't live in dread. Make the Lord of heaven's armies holy in your life. He is the one you should fear, and He is the one who should make you tremble. But He will keep you safe. And I thought that was a really good message. So I asked him, what do you want me to do with this? And he said, I want you to share it. And I said, when? He said, at 8 o'clock tonight. So somebody who is, whether they're here now or here later, needs to hear this. And then and I asked the Lord, okay, what message, what do you want us to take away from this? He said, prepare yourselves. So, because it is a warning thing to take note of God, to be concerned with Him, and to trust Him. And the message the Lord gave me was, prepare yourselves, cleanse your hearts, offer a sacrifice of praise, for you do not know the day or the hour. And then Daniel 11:33 through 35. Oh, and I had psalm of praise here, and I just jumped in and didn't do that. Where's my Daniel? I had Daniel marked. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yeah. And it's interesting because the reference from Daniel is right at the end. It's the 11th chapter at the end, and chapter 12 says end times. So this is bringing us right up to end times here. So it was Daniel 11, verses 33 through 35. Those who are wise will instruct many, though for a time they will fall by the sword or be burned or captured or plundered. When they fall, they will receive a little help, and many who are not sincere will join them. Some of the wise will stumble, so that they may be refined and purified and made spotless until the time of the end, for it will still come at the appointed time. Okay, I don't know a lot of what to do with this. I hope it means something to you. The Lord wanted me to share it, so I did. And I think the important thing is that He's saying to prepare yourself by cleansing your heart and offering a sacrifice of praise, because He deserves our praise. He deserves our acknowledging who He is. No matter what's going on in our lives, He deserves praise. He deserves our love and our devotion. And He says here, do these things because you do not know the day or the hour. And I'm pretty sure He's implying either the rapture or His return. So we need to be prepared, don't we? We want to be putting on our best. We don't want to be compromising at this time. So there's a whole bunch of people here. We got my husband, we got Sandy, and we got Jack. So nice to have a whole crew here tonight. So, and I will close us with a psalm of praise. Okay, Psalm 100. For giving grateful praise, it says, shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. We are His people, the sheep of His pasture. Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him and praise His name. For the Lord is good, and His love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. And I've heard it said, and I've experienced it, that if you spend time, and it doesn't take a lot of time, but praising God and telling Him that you love Him, He draws near to that. We all like to be complimented and appreciated, and so when someone says nice things about us, we tend to lean in. Well, that's what God does too. We start out our time together in praise and commit our time to Him, and He leans in and is often willing to speak. It's not that He's not willing. I should take that back. He is always willing to speak. It's not that if we can't hear Him, it's not Him, it's us. We're got too many things going in our head usually if we can't hear Him. And that's my biggest challenge for me is taking the time away from doing whatever else it is I'd rather be doing and quieting down and listening to Him. I would rather distract myself than buckle down. So that's one of my challenges. But I thought that was a good message for today. Though many fall, Isaiah 8:11 through 22. Prepare yourselves, cleanse your hearts, offer a sacrifice of praise, for you do not know the day or the hour. In Daniel 11:33 through 35. And we can thank God that we are His. That we are His. And that's what it said in that Isaiah. I like the fact that it pointed out that even though we are to fear Him, not fear man, but fear God, He loves us and will take care of us. And that we have to trust Him for that, because He is who He is. He's faithful, and He will keep His word. If nothing else, He keeps His word. And that's what it says. All right, you guys. Tomorrow I can't show you the book. We did the book. today, and we will do number 7 tomorrow. All right. Thanks for coming by. Have a good. Oh, and there was somebody. What was her name? Oh, it was like a tagline for YouTube comment. Somebody woke up last night at 3 and has been going through trials, and the Lord had given her some scripture, and then she was trying to go back to sleep, and the Lord said, "Go to YouTube." And she actually was directed to come to one of our prayer times from a couple days ago. And I thought that was really cool that God used this to help her. And so that it's nice when you see all the some of the puzzle pieces coming together and see that you fit into one of those puzzle pieces. I think that's pretty neat. And I was glad it was encouraging to her as well. All right, you guys, you have a blessed night, and we will see you tomorrow.